What up, YouTube? Here it is, my Smith&Wesson SD40VE. The SD means self-defense, and the VE means value enhanced. And that's two of the reasons why I purchased this weapon, for self-defense and the fact I didn't want to pay too much for this, and not skimp on any true qualities in a semi-automatic pistol. First, let's show all the safety guys out there. This is no magazine here, and there's no bullet in the chamber there. And it's always good to be safe, and there's no being over safe. The more safe you are, the better, because this is a weapon and it does cause damage. First, let's say it's a polymer frame, and with a stainless steel slide and a stainless steel barrel. It comes in about, I think it's 3.5 inches, I believe. I don't think it's more than 4. I'm not sure. I don't remember the exact spec. And yeah, overall this is a really nice weapon, and the price comes in around $350 in my state, which is California. And it might be cheaper other places, but it's gonna be hard to find anything for this under $300 around here, brand new. As you see, I installed some grips on there. The grips on it are okay, but I have small hands, and I want something to be able to grab onto, and this gives a good grip on it. Nice rubber, it's got a little bit of texture here, and it helps with the recoil. It's got the finger grooves in there. I originally had some Talon grips. It's got the sandpaper, and although it does give you a really good grip, it if you're shooting this for a while, it's gonna start rubbing raw on your hand. It's mainly up to preference. I really like this. And let's get back to the gun here. The trigger is a polymer trigger. Or for those that don't know what polymer is, it's a really heavy duty plastic, pretty much. And this trigger has a little safety on it. It's one of the things I really don't like about this, because yeah, you're supposed to pull this little bottom end right here, and it pulls up this little piece here, so it goes into the trigger well. And if you push it here, it's not gonna go off, but you could catch this on the side just right, and see it still depresses. So I wish they would have came with one in the middle. I mean, you could buy one, upgrade it with the lever that's in the middle, just to make it a little more safe. But my thoughts, the main safety to have with a gun is the brains on the person who has it in their hand. And if you ain't got no common sense, you shouldn't own a weapon. That's just my thought. I've been around weapons all my life, so I know how to handle one and how to be safe. And safety is the key point of owning one of these. Especially if you have small children in the home, like I do. I have a safe, lock safe, so no one can get into it. I do keep a loaded magazine, because this is my self-defense weapon. And what's good with the gun if it ain't loaded and ready to go? And I got this to protect mine and my family around me from any danger that may cost us our life. So, because calling 911 is not gonna stop the person coming through the door if their intent is to harm you. All 911 will do is come pick up your dead bodies. So that's the reason why I have this. No other reason. Not to be a tough guy or anything like that, but I don't see a problem with anybody wanting to flex their Second Amendment right. So let's go over some more of the features here, and I'm done talking about that. In California, I believe this is a California thing. There's a loaded chamber indicator. It's pretty self-explanatory. Loaded went up, and then it gives you like a little red flag on it, so you can see that lets you know that there's a bullet in the chamber and it's ready to go. And my gun came with a magazine disconnect, which means even if there's a bullet in the chamber, if you don't have the magazine there, the trigger won't fire. It has like a little, you can't really see it from here, I don't, it's got a little flap there that holds the trigger down from engaging the striker, and that in order just to make the bullet go off. So that may be a California thing, I don't know, but it's another safety feature. And this did come with 2 magazines, 10 round. It sucks I only have 10 rounds in here, but at least they gave me 2 magazines. But in all, it should only take you 1 bullet to stop somebody. And I've put about, I want to say 500 rounds to this, and I haven't had one failure to fire, failure to eject, nothing. Everything's been smooth, and I've used about 4 different kind of ammunitions, and it's been all good. Right there is the ejector claw. I believe that's what they call it. Right back there is the striker pin with the spring right there. And this has an easy takedown. I'm not gonna do it now because I'm only have one hand to record. But it takes down similar to a Glock. If it's in full battery, and if you have the magazine disconnect, you want to put a empty magazine in there and to make sure your striker is depressed and there's no load on that. And then you want to slide this back just very little. You pull these there's 2 tabs, there's one on this side and one on the other side. Pull them down at the same time, and that should just slide off, and you'll be able to pull out your recoil spring and then your barrel, and then give it a cleaning or oiling it up, whatever you want to do. It's pretty much all you have to do to this gun. What else did I say about this? It is a very good weapon. It's got a good name on it, Smith & Wesson. Pretty much known for their revolvers, and I've had Smith & Wesson revolvers. And that's why I went with this. There are cheaper alternatives to home defense for a handgun, semi-automatic, but I went with something with a name, more of a name that I trust, and it's a pretty solid gun. I mean, there's like High Point, Taurus, or what's the other one that's pretty cheap? I don't remember, but there are a few other options out there. And this gun comes in a 9mm or 40 caliber. I went with the 40 because I know for sure 1 bullet's gonna, if I hit somebody square in the chest with that, they're going down. There's no question with that. And it's in between 45 and a 9mm. I didn't want anything too big, so that's why I chose that. Then we got the slide lock there. I know I'm kind of all over the place on the talking about it. You got a Picatinny rail here. for like a laser or a flashlight, whatever you choose. All in all, this is a really nice first choice for a semi-automatic weapon for the home defense. I heard people have complaints about this trying to be a Glock ripoff. It is, I guess. Is it better than Glock? I'm not going to say that. I've seen problems on both sides of the spectrum with that one. I've seen people say they had problems with this. And I've seen videos of people having problems with Glocks. And if I'm going to go spend $600 on a Glock, I don't want to be having any problems. So I've seen pretty good reviews on this weapon. It took me a lot to make my choice, and I probably spent half as much. Yeah, so around $300 you get a good weapon. You get good stopping power. It's a nice gun. So if you're looking for some weapon for self-defense and you don't want to get a shotgun, you want something small but not too small, this is the way to go. I recommend it. It's a nice gun. And always be safe out there. Use your brain. Use your best judgment. You're accountable for every bullet that you shoot out of this. If anything were to happen, choose your correct ammo, and that's about it. So thanks for checking me out. Alright, be safe out there. Peace.